Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, under the special grace. I'll tell you what it breaks. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 Studio, WMVA 88.9 FM Studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page, and you can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350am.com, click, and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Would you, could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors. Let's welcome WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM, WMVA 88.9 FM, and WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we promise we'll shout you out.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go over to YouTube. We're at Crystal Records 1, CRISTO Records 1, or at FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. You can like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we promise we'll shout you out.
You promise?
Promise.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. E, it's the fall.
That's right. Today is the first day of fall.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
Since the leaves going to be changing, you might as well start changing and putting on your fall attire, changing and cleaning out your closet, getting out the old and bringing in some of that winter, fall's season clothes.
It is absolutely beautiful here in the Hampton Roads area. We're going to expect it to be like that for a minute. We have some rain later on in the week, but the temperature is going to be right on. Looking forward to it.
That's right. And that's what we're looking for, the changing of the guard. So get ready, because you already got it in store. Spring, summer, winter, and fall, them the four seasons. So here we got fall, and then after a while, we're jumping to winter. Then we go back to spring, and then we have summer. Isn't God good? The only thing, how he works the season.
Absolutely. So I tell you what, the weekend was absolutely fabulous. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. There was a lot to do in the Hampton Roads area. We're going to talk about that more on one of our segments around the town with Everett. What's going on in the Hampton Roads area? It's a lot, but I tell you what, it's worth every minute of waiting and seeing what we can do in our own backyard.
That's right. They had so far down in Virginia Beach this weekend, they had the sand, the carving out down in Virginia Beach. And guess what? If you like playing in the sand and like seeing the carving, you had great weather for it. Yes. So, hey, you would enjoy it.
And absolutely, the air show at the base was absolutely fabulous. There's so many things going on, concerts, so many more things. But Mr. E will be on our After Dark show. He's going to tell us about as much as he can of the things that can happen in our community and things you can get involved with. Another thing, early voting. Mr. I saw lines this weekend.
That's right. Early voting is right around the corner. And not only is early voting right around the corner, but absentee voting
Yes.
is also taking place. Now, they said that early voting, you can go down to the city courthouse and if you're 65 and older and do some curbside voting. In other words, you say, what is curbside voting? Curbside voting is when you pull up to the curb with your with the appropriate identification,
Yes.
and and give it to the folks and let them know that you're registered to vote, and you can vote right in your own car, so you wouldn't have to get out and walk on in this early voting season. There's two people that you got to really pay close attention to. Jay Jones is one, Winston Sears, and also the girl down in Virginia Beach, Miss April Ambrose. Them are some of the folks that you got to look for also. Don't forget that the school session, the school boards here in Norfolk is having their voters also. Some of the things are trying to change. So, hey, so you know what you got to do. Do your homework and let's get it on.
Absolutely. But I tell you what, in the meantime, this is FYI Mondays Sports Talk. And I tell you what,
yes, it is Monday Sports Talk. I got one of the die-heartedest men on the Commanders. Sometimes I don't even want to introduce the team, but I'll just let him introduce himself. Good morning, sir, and how are you doing?
Grand Rising, good morning to you, Lady Hinton, and also to you, Pastor Everett. How's everybody doing this morning? Your young guy, great guy, Commander's favorite.
I tell you what, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but it was absolutely fire. Week 3 NFL football. What can we say? We're going to talk about the winners and losers and much, much more. Mr. E, I don't know if you want to start off with that or if you want to start off with the WNBA. What's going on, the scores, and what's the gossip? Do you look at the WNBA games?
Every chance I get, but of course it was so hot yesterday.
Yeah.
You get a chance to squeeze it in. And I actually was at the Commanders game yesterday. It was a great.
Who was at the Commanders game? Did you? Oh my goodness!
I'm at every Commanders game. Come on, I'm the number one commander.
And that's true. That is right. Oh my goodness! So wow, that is absolutely marvelous. We're going to give a few of the winners and losers. Let's see. We got the playoffs with the WNBA at this time.
Brother Bostic, I didn't tell you to throw that in there. I didn't want everybody to know you was out there on Sunday. At the Commanders game. But let's look at the winners and the losers. You know, playoff is right around the corner, and the standards for the 2025 for the Western and the Western and the Eastern Conference. You know, there are so many folks, that 6 teams that's going to make it into the Western and Eastern Conference. Brother Bostic, your girls will not, Angela Reese will not be able to play this year.
And why not?
Her team is down the drain.
Oh no!
Wow.
Well, here is some of the winners and the losers. In the Eastern Conference, the Atlanta Dream, they won 30 games and lost 14. Mm-hmm. So they had already clinched. The New York Liberties won 27 games and lost 17 games. And the Indiana Fevers, that's my girl team right there. You know who that is, don't you, Brother Bob?
She's a ghost though right now. She's a ghost. She's ghosting us at the
Caitlin is out there with an injury. She's got a groin injury. But guess what? They're number 3. They clinched their division. They clinched the playoff berth. And they won the Western Cup Conference.
Absolutely.
That's right. So they'll be in there. And guess who went down the drain? The Washington Masters, the Connecticut Suns, and the Chicago Sky. Will not make the playoff for the Eastern Conference. And for the Western Conference, the Minnesota Lynx, they won 34 games and lost 10. But I want to jump back up to the losers up there in the Eastern Conference. Mm-hmm. It's a crying shame. You playing almost 44 games and you won only 10. And lost 34 games. What I think that they was out there just for modeling session. What you think, Dr. Bostic?
Well, see, you had to mention Washington, right? You mentioned the Olympics. Not understanding they just won the championship about 4 or 5 years ago.
Four,
We
five
got to
years
give
ago.
somebody else. We got to give somebody else a chance to
Okay,
win.
okay,
I
okay.
like that.
Okay. So guess what? They only won 16 games and lost 26. So guess what? They've been eliminated. Then in the Western Conference, Minnesota Lynx won 34
Yes.
games and lost 10. And the Las Vegas Aces,
Oh,
they
wow.
won 30 games and lost 14. And Phoenix Mercury won 27 games and lost 17. And the Seattle Storms won 23 games
Mhm.
and lost 21. And the Golden State, they won 23 games and lost 21 games. But guess who's been eliminated? The Los Angeles
Oh,
Sparks.
wow.
21 games.
They tried it.
They won 21 and lost 23. And the Dallas Wings.
Well, they did the worst. Los
10 to
Angeles
34, yeah.
didn't do that bad, but I guess, was not able to
Still
clinch.
miss Lisa Leslie.
Say what?
They still miss Lisa Leslie. They need to bring her back.
Well, I think she had retired already. They got her jersey hung up.
Yeah, I know that's a joke. She's
So-
about 40-something years old.
Yeah, but they need to bring a whole lot of them back. Go and get the one that played with Old Dominion. What's her name? Kathy somebody. That played basketball for Old Dominion, made a great start.
Well, let's see. What do you think about Asia Wilson? She's MVP. She just got her trophy they showed it this weekend. What do you think about
And she
that?
plays with the
Let's see, Asia.
If Asia Wilson is playing with any of the losers, she ain't did nothing.
Oh, that counts. It's about the team, but I'm telling you that these individual players want their numbers, they want their trophies, they want that money. And sometimes you may not be on a winning team, but you're able to get those benefits.
Well, we want to say congratulations to Asia Wilson anyway for her being winning trophies and things of that nature. We give her some props. Because if she ain't on one of them top tens, let me see, Asia Wilson, she's 29 years old, and she plays with who she play with? She plays with the Las Vegas Aces, and I think the Las Vegas Aces went
They
down.
did good. No, they didn't.
They went
30 games, won, 14 I'm sorry, 30 games. They won, but 14 they lost. But hey, they're not playing. They're pretty
Los
pretty
Angeles
good.
Aces. You know the Aces, right? You said the Aces.
Yes.
Los Angeles Aces, yeah, they made clinch their division. So go ahead on. She's a good player, so we'll give her some props. But if she was down in the lower games like Angela Reese, she's going home. Bye bye.
Anyway, look, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward, Mr. E, to the NFL. Talking about fire, talking about fun, talking about surprises and all kind of things.
That's right.
Let's talk about it. Give us some numbers.
Let's talk about these football games because it's been a barn burner. It's been upset. It's been pandemonium. It's been spot. It's been spooked. It's been all of that and more. I want to start with the Detroit, which plays tonight. Detroit Lions plays against the Los Angeles Raiders. They play the game to the Ravens.
Yes.
Is my boy? I want to ask you, Dr. Bostic. Is my boy going to be able to pull this off against the Detroit Lions?
You said the Ravens, right?
The
Yes.
Ravens.
Because we stumped the Ravens yesterday. Well, this game is going to be an awesome game. Now, this is going to be a game versus a power versus finesse.
Whoa.
And I'm going to let you know that power always overcomes finesse. Detroit not going to come and beat Baltimore off the same way they did last week.
That's right.
To Chicago. So they're going to have to pack their lunch. I think I'm going to give the game to the Ravens.
Okay,
All right.
I'm going to give the game to the Detroit Lions because I believe that your boy cannot pull it through. Him and all that go power that they have on that team. They're runners, they're gunners, they got speed, they got finesse. But when it comes down to the bringing home the trophy, they can't do it.
Oh wow.
It's regular season, so you can't count it like that. That's in the playoffs.
I gotta
That's
count it
kind of
like
like the
that.
Cowboys.
We say they just starting.
He,
Yes.
you know, he's been there how many times trying to get there? And he said Vic and all of them. But speaking of Michael Vick, I want to say the Norfolk State Spartans,
What happened
they went down the drain.
again? That's all right. We still have high hopes. The season is early.
But you was there. You was there. Now this is some news. Did you hear this news? That now Vic might be traveling over to ODU.
What?
I heard
That's right.
another college. I didn't hear.
I heard either Old Dominion or Virginia Wesleyan
Right.
that he
Not
might be
No,
he might
not
be
Virginia.
traveling.
that's not going to happen. That's crazy.
He just-
I'm actually at these games. Now, I want y'all to understand that something. You know, Pastor Everett kind of hating on North State right now.
I didn't know it.
North State is fighting in a competitive team. They're starting to look good. They lost that game Saturday because they missed 3 field goals.
Yeah.
One was from 26 yards, and the one with 4 seconds left on the clock. That was from 40 yards. If they made at least one or two of those field goals, they would have won the game. So they're fighting. They weren't supposed to beat Rutgers last week because they don't have enough money to compete on that level. As far as any of the other teams, they're right there competing, and Michael Vick has those guys competing, and they're starting to look better. This is going to turn around.
And Michael Vick is doing a wonderful job over there, you know. So I'm giving him my hats off. It's just that when they get down to the wire, like Baltimore, they crack.
Like Baltimore.
They like Baltimore. Let's go to Thursday night and go to the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. What a barn burner that was. The 31-21, and great players by Kincaid and also by that great quarterback from Buffalo Bills. Did you predict that the Buffalo Bills would win, Brother Bostic?
Well, of course, but they should have. That game was much closer than what the score actually actuated because the game was down to the wire at the end.
At the end, yes.
Threw an interception, and that caused the game to turn around. But they played a great game up until that point.
What do you think about the Dolphins this season? It's a slow start. They haven't won that one game. What do you think for them this season? What is going to look like?
Same way they looked last season.
They tried it last year. They tried, but this season, what's going on?
The Dolphins having an identity crisis right now. They lost one of their starting running backs, Raheem Mostert. That's their power back that actually made their offense balance. See, now they're all finesse, and all they're doing is passing. And they still have A-Chain who runs the ball, but he doesn't wear the defense now. So they're actually talking about Tariq Hill and Tua, but the real focus is not on them. We already realized that the offense really goes through the running game.
That's right. That's right. Let's go down to Green Bay and look at what upset, surprising win that the Cleveland Browns, who couldn't beat the bark off the back of a horse, they won the game. They beat Green Bay 13-10. Steve Harvey is excited today because Cleveland Brown won their game. They've been losing for the last so many years. What do you think about that on yesterday? The Green Bay Packers with their new quarterback, along with that Dallas Cowboy Micah Parsons, losing to the Cleveland Browns. Where was Mike at then?
I got 2 words for you: overconfident.
Green
Bay, they thought they were going to come in out of shape. They were Muhammad Ali, and that Cleveland Browns was going to be Sammy Davis Jr. So they came in out of shape, didn't work out, ate a whole bunch of junk food. They didn't work out for 6 months. They thought they was going that Cleveland Brown was going to lay down for them, not realizing that they had the number 1 defense in the league. And also remembering this, they got a great running game.
Yeah.
And that's really what makes the game go. But their special teams is the thing that put it over the park. If you think their special teams isn't valuable, then you need to rewind yesterday again. Because about 4 or 5 teams won the games through special teams.
Let's go down. The special teams always win the game because that kicker, is can kick and then they can run the ball. Listen, let's go down to the coach, Indianapolis coach, dog, and the Tennessee Titans. Now the Tennessee
That's
Titans has
spooky.
not last year. When you compare them to last year, I think they're still in the same old predicament they was last year. Indianapolis coach beat them. The Horseshoes beat them
Yes.
41-20, about 20 points. Brother Bostic, you got to tell me what was your opinion on that one?
All right, well, let me give you a little synopsis on this here. Understand something. The Colts is a much better team this year.
Mhm.
Okay, number one, they had the two-time NFL leading rusher Jonathan Taylor. And remember now, they got Daniel Jones that came from the New York Giants, and who used to have Saquon Barkley.
That's right.
See, Daniel Jones is not a straight drop back passer. He's a play action pass passer. And the Colts has a great running game as well as a great defense. So all they do is feed the ball to Jonathan Taylor, play action pass. The passes are open. And before you know it, they're a dominant team, what you call football. See, Tennessee Titans, they have no identity. They lost King Henry. Their running game is gone.
That's
So
right.
that young guy, Cam Ward, he can only do so much. He threw his first interception though yesterday, but I'm rooting for him. And if they can establish a running game, they can turn it around. But as far as the Colts is concerned, if they keep that formula, they're going to win that AFC South division.
Do
Yes.
you think that Pittman could have pulled them through if he had somebody that could throw it to him? Because Pittman had six catches and for 73 yards and 1 touchdown for the Tennessee Titans.
No. See, everybody they love this little high and fly from that game. The so-called NFL gurus want to make you think that passing is the thing that causes teams to win championships. But you realize that if you cannot run the ball during the playoffs,
That's right.
you will never make it to the Super Bowl. If you cannot run the ball in the Super Bowl, you will not win it. You got to be able to buff them in the mouth, and you got to be able to pound it down their throat.
Well, I'm getting ready.
The only way you're gonna win.
I'm getting ready to change some hats in the house now. I'm getting ready to put on the purple people eaters.
Oh,
I'm getting ready to put
What
my
a game.
horns on. I heard the Vikings, the
Minnesota
purple
Vikings.
people eaters, beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Is it because your boy got turf toe? 48-10.
That was a slaughter.
No, that's the same reason, not just because he got turf toe. They have no running game. They don't have any toughness. Zach Taylor is on his way out.
It's
Well,
amazing.
let's go to Pittsburgh. They ain't played nobody since Brad was there. Tom Brady was there. So they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers 21-14.
And really, they should have won the game because Ramon Stevenson fumbled the ball on the goal line twice.
Well, I don't want to hear.
Vrabel was fired from Tennessee, and he got picked up. They got rid of the first year coach for the Patriots last year for him, and I can't really see any difference because there's no toughness, there's no grit, there's no discipline. They're turning the ball all over the place.
Well, when you look at the Indianapolis Rams, along with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Los Angeles Rams, along with the Philadelphia Eagles, what do you think? Was that a tooth-and-nail biter on yesterday?
No, it's 2 words. Collapse.
Ooh, tell us more.
The Rams was pummeling the Eagles. They really let them get back into the game. The Eagles didn't do anything convincing to show me that they're the dominant team that they were last year.
Right,
the Rams that was collapsing. It was that finesse game. When they should have closed the game out with the run, they still tried to pass the ball. And somehow or another, with the passes, if you pass it enough, it's going to give somebody the opportunity to tip the ball, turn it over, and that's what happened.
That's the truth.
What they did was they poked the sleeping bear, not an eagle. They woke the Eagles up. They told somebody was making so many mistakes instead of closing the game out. And then they won it on special teams.
That's right.
They blocked the field goal. It was clear to close the game. I was so mad.
That was amazing.
I was at the Commanders game. And the score was 23-7. Everybody was cheering. And when I looked at the highlights at the end of the game, I was 38 out. I was upset.
Man, I looked at the Commanders game a little bit, and while we're going to the Commanders game, I let you talk a little bit about that. 41-24
Whoa.
against nobody.
Y'all ate your Cheerios and your spinach. What went on? What did y'all do right? That is
Against
marvelous.
nobody and a quarterback.
Why you say nobody? The Raiders.
The main quarterback, he's out like nobody. I mean, the main quarterback sitting on the sideline got another quarterback that took his place.
Mr. Boston, what do you think about that? You all did well, 41-24. What did you all do right?
Well, see, this is the type of game like the Raiders is like
nobody.
Like the Cowboys. The type of games you get confidence on.
Nobody.
See, you use the Cowboys to get a win with nobody else. You can't beat anybody else. Now, this is the thing with us. We finally got back to playing power football, which we should have executed against the Packers last week.
Yeah.
So we started to run the ball, we started to dominate, and we forced our will on. Which that's how football is. It begins to break the will down of the Raiders. And as the game waned on, then it began to wore down even more and more. That means the passing, the special teams, and everything woke up because Jalen Lane, the former Virginia Tech, he ran a punt return back. He almost ran two of them back. So they had a great day on special teams as well. But the Commanders dominated on all facets of the game, on offense, defense, and special teams. Both of our offensive and defensive lines are short up. So that means we got good games in store for us coming up this year.
They wasn't playing anybody. The Raiders didn't do all that good last year, so they wasn't playing anybody. So they should took advantage. They should took advantage of them scrubs. The 41-24. Even me and you could have suited up with mixed match uniforms on and beat the Raiders. You know.
Well, let's talk about the Bears and the Cowboys.
Well, before we get to the Bears and the Cowboys,
I know we got some other ones, but we don't have a lot of time. Mr. E, we need to get to y'all's team. What happened? The Bears, the Cubs. But the Bears came out and pounced.
The Bears came out to play. Well, let me put it this way. Well, Bostic, I want to put it this way. Let me tell you that the Chicago Bears played against the Dallas Cowboys 34-14.
Yeah.
What a piss poor defense I want to say about the Dallas Cowboys.
What happened to Lamb? What happened to some of y'all folks?
He done got hurt out there also. Diggs out there in the quarterback's position. He out there just letting the ball go by. The defense didn't play no defense. They have not yet got used to that 4-3-4. So because they used to play a 5-2-4. So they haven't got used to the three linebackers in the back and thought they had a powerhouse and dropping balls like never before. Pickles couldn't catch nothing. CeeDee Lamb, he crying the blues. He done got hurt.
I knew he was going to be out because they were pouncing on him when the game first started.
That's what you get when you want everything. Go ahead, bro, Bostic. Talk about the Cowboys. You got the flow. The Cubs beat them boys.
Let's talk about the first day of fall, right?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like Rome has fallen in Dallas.
Oh my Lord.
Understand something. You cannot trade your leader away.
Oh wow.
To lead your team.
Oh.
Dallas has lost hope because their leader has been traded away.
He flew.
Micah Parsons.
Flew the coop.
You can see, yes, ma'am. You can see the way that they're playing all around on both sides of the ball. Picking, dropping the ball, open pass, touchdown pass.
Yeah.
You look at CeeDee Lamb. He got injured. You can't control that, but he puts his ankle.
Yeah.
Then you look at the other side of the ball. The defense can't catch a cold.
Yeah.
They can't stop a run.
Yeah.
Everybody is down. It has the macaroni and Kraft, macaroni cheese or whatever blues because of the fact that their leader has gone and departed the building. Don't tell me one man can't make a difference.
Have you? Well, let me tell you, if that one man was making a difference, you would bounce back up there when Green Bay played against a no-name Cleveland Brown and they still lost. Where was he? So busy looking at the Cowboy game, wishing he was back home, being like Dorothy saying, "There's no place like home."
That's funny. What about?
You know what happened on that Green Bay game?
What happened?
See, remember when they first traded him, they had a lot of hype and it was exciting, right? And they took it out on the Commanders, right? But since that excitement has burned off, Now they're starting to level off. Now they like to play some real football. Nobody's going to give them anything. So Cleveland came and punched them in the mouth because Cleveland is a hard-nosed football team. Number one defense, great running game. Formula for success.
Let's see, go through the other ones real quick.
And then you got Carolina Panthers played against the Atlanta Falcons. What a po game, 30-0. The Seahawks played against the Saints 44-13. And the 49ers beat by the skin of their chinny chin 16-15. And the Chargers played against the Denver Broncos. I'm looking for Bucky the Beaver to come back out there that plays for the Denver Broncos, but he's no longer going to be there. And that's your sports.
What about the Chiefs and the Giants?
The Chiefs and the Giants, what was the final score on that? 22-9. That won't even enough to talk about.
That game.
That won't even enough to talk about. Tonight's game, what is your prediction, Brother Bostic, on tonight's game? Detroit Lions against Baltimore Ravens.
I'm telling you, Baltimore is going to slow that game down. They're going to dominate the Lions, and they're going to beat them all over the field.
Wrong
answer.
Be
no high-scoring game. Watch the see what I
Wrong answer.
Mr. Bostic, thank you so much for being with us.
Bye.
You got to come back. We're going to have a good time this season. So, look, be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
God bless you guys. Y'all keep on doing what you're doing.
Bye. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to Sports Talk on the FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. And for more information, give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, same time, same station, and same channel. Lock it in. Bye now.
Wow, those games were pretty good, pretty much, consistent with what we've been seeing lately. Any upsets, you think? Anybody surprised you? Any team?
None of it surprised me. Nobody surprised me because I know that this is early in the game. This is only week 3, so anything, it might happen, and it's good for them to get their losses and their wins out of the way. That amped them up. When I looked at Cleveland Browns playing against the Green Bay Packers, when I looked at how some of these teams had 44 and 51 points and 31 points, when I total up the amount of points for the Miami Dolphins, that was 51 points that they have, and that's just another football score. And then when you look at the lower class, where you see Cleveland Browns playing against the Green Bay Packers, the total points were 23 points. And it was 13 for the Cleveland Browns and Packers, Green Bay. Even with Micah Parsons, they still lost.
No. Well, I tell you what, we're going to look at that game this evening, and you all keep watching, keep rah-rahing, and rooting for your team, and we're going to have a great NFL season. In the meantime, we got some upcoming shows. Miss Angelique Mason, she's going to be here on What's in Your Closet, Women's Issues. Also, Women in Business on October the 3rd. We have Miss Charmaine Swimson Broom. Yolanda Hinton, Hot Topics, with special guest Tamika Griffin. That's on the 29th of September. Ed Everett, we got to get ready for Around the Town with community news and events. Jason Baker will be here in October on FYI After Dark. Cryptocurrency, money, and more. We'll do our anti-bullying information as we near October. And in October, we also need you to follow us on social media. We still need the numbers. And we are looking to continue to schedule so you can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor. Mr. E will give you the contact information.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you got to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. That's 757-714-7861. Or you can email us at FYIRadiosHowLive@gmail.com. If you'd like to sit into our audience, just email us your email. We'll email you back to let you know what date and time that you can be a part of FYI Radio Show, or you can give us a call. If you feel as if you need to see something special on FYI, inbox us and let us know. Well, FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. And guess what? We'll take it in consideration to be more happy to put what you want to be put on FYI. All right?
Absolutely. If you have any suggestions for any topics, if you're a sports buff and you want to be on our sports talk segment, make sure you get in contact with us. Also, tonight, our After Dark replay. Today's show will be there this evening at 6 p.m. on social media. And so, look, you all be blessed. Everybody that's on, God bless you, Sheila Robbins, everybody that I can see or can't see. You all have a wonderful and beautiful, beautiful day.
Have a good one. Two up, two down. Bye now.